doing is the tertiary markets, getting into the tertiary market. So Matt, going back to Matt, my student, he has, it's like so loud. He has the 24 unit building. And now he has this building in Florida that he's buying. His third building, his third facility that he's buying is another 30 unit facility on 2 acres. 30 unit facility on 2 acres. So he will be adding that. The guy has a little bit of parking, but it's it's full. It's pretty much almost full, but it's on 2 acres. Brand new facility, just built in the last like year to 2 years. But there's definitely room for like, you know, a couple more phases. And so in his mind, what he's doing is he's building the next 30 units, and it's going to cost him like, I guess, maybe $100,000 or something like this, you know? So he's like, yeah, I'll spend $100,000 is what I'll do. That's my budget. What can I get for $100,000, right? And he'll do that phase, right? And he'll build that phase, and then he'll fill it out. And then he'll build the next phase, and then he'll fill it up again. And that's kind of his mindset, right? On the little tiny facilities. Okay, so he got his first little tiny one, then he got one in Florida that's kind of a bigger one that's income producing that he could just rip the Band-Aid and just make money on it instantly. And then the third one that he got is one that he could add more units to, but in phases, because it's a small town, you know, you don't need to add a whole bunch of units, you know what I'm saying? So like he's gonna add that next level. He's gonna add that next phase. Right. So he's doing very well. And then his fourth project that he got in the contract, he's only been in the coaching program for a little over a year, right? His fourth one is got a piece of land. He's getting a piece of land. Okay, so he found a piece of land that his owner will finance. And so the owner's going to finance it, and it's along like this major country road, right? So it's not any backwoods or anything like that. It's like a good location on this like country road in the middle of Tennessee. And he's going to build. That's what he's going to do. He's going to build. Okay? And so that's really kind of what he's been working on. I'm very impressed with kind of how he's doing it, you know, and slow and steady wins the race. And I like just how he's kind of slowly going through and finding these smaller facilities and then building on. And actually the very first facility that he builds will also be a small facility because, you know, it's in a small town. And so he's just going to test the water. I think he got a piece of land is like 4 acres. So he could do whatever he wanted. But he's not going to go out and build some massive, huge facility. He's just going to build like 50 units and get it filled and then later build 50 more. Something like that. Just to go along with what the market is. And he got a really good deal on the land, and he got an owner finance, so you know, little money down. Anyway, so that's one of the things I want to talk about is what I've noticed out in the market, tertiary market properties, and then it really depends on like what areas you're in. You know, areas you're in. The Northeast might be a little bit more difficult. I would say Pennsylvania. You know, Delaware, I think there's a lot of opportunity in Delaware, but like Pennsylvania, Maryland, you know, New York, you know, the lower part of New York, you know, those are all, you know, New Jersey, it's, you know, it's of course gonna be a little bit more expensive in Virginia and stuff. It'll be a little bit more expensive in those areas, but there's a lot of tertiary market in the Northeast as well. Pennsylvania, upstate New York, and then in Maine and stuff. I have a student that's building in Maine right now. So tertiary markets, I think you've got to really be focusing on those, especially just think about population, right? What the population is